Hey y'all, I'm Joy and I am a widow. I'm also the mother to four amazing, beautiful kids that light up my life. And I'm making videos, you guys, that are sharing my story, my truth, my journey from the loneliness to navigating the unknown to jumping way out of my comfort zone, like filming videos for y'all, to make this new beautiful life for my kids and I. And one thing that I had to have on my journey was a strong support system. And that's what I really want to create and build here for you. And most importantly, I want you to know that this is a safe space. So go ahead, click the subscribe button. I'm super happy you're here. I can't wait to share more of my story with you. All right, y'all, I'm going to talk about comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy. Now, I'm speaking to it in regards to grief. I don't think comparison is always a thief or negative, as long as you're healthy and you're using it in a way to build up goals or set good boundaries and build a new life for yourself. And you're comparing and seeing a role model in front of you and you compare your life and say, how can I change my life each day to look more like them? Fantastic. I'm going to be talking about comparison as it pertains to grief specifically, and comparing the old and the new. And I think that this is a pretty natural mindset to fall into after the loss of someone you love a lot. At least for me it was, and that's what I'm going to be sharing is my story here and my experience with the old life and the old vision for what my future is going to look like, how I was as a parent, what I had my eyes on, where my goals were at. I never imagined doing it alone, right? Like, this was the old life and it was beautiful, full of hope and life and all these things. And then the new life and what I'm creating now. And I think that when it hits, comparison is really easy to do because it's scary. You're scared and you're comparing and going like, oh my gosh, look at what I had here taken away from me. And now I'm just over here and it's sad and I'm heartbroken at me on my journey for a minute. And take you back to right when I had lost Antoine. There was a quote that I shared on social media and it's heavy, but I want to share it with you guys. I ran across this week and I just thought it would be important to share it. Grieving is like dreaming in reverse. Grieving is like dreaming in reverse. I know it's heavy. It hits hard, and I'm really sorry if there's anyone out there right now that you're in that headspace and that quote just hurts. Because when it hit me the first time I heard it, it was so truthful, so heavy. It was just intense, but it was also freeing for me because it was like, wow, yes, that is exactly what I feel like right now. And I gave myself space to feel that and be there. But it's really uplifting and exciting at the same time now where I stand as I look back at that, because that's not where I'm at, y'all. That's where I was, and I felt defeated, felt like the rug had been ripped out from underneath me. But I took time and I worked hard and I started to dream again with a lot of help from some incredible friends and family, my amazing coach, Sarah. I learned what it meant to dream again, and I am now dreaming big, huge, beautiful dreams. So with that quote, I just want to send love and prayers to any of you. If you're in that headspace right now and you feel like all the dreams have been ripped out, do not give up. I am telling you, from one widow to another, to anyone out there, if you've lost someone, that it may feel like that right now. It may feel like the whole blueprint has been taken, right? There's this comparison of what we had versus what there is now. There's so much good to come. I promise you. I'm a living example of that. There is good to come. You just got to work for it. So grief is not stopping me. Grief did not take away my future. It may have felt like that in moments, but I'm not letting it win. Comparison can slow you down. And that's what I wanted to really share in this video. It can stop your healing process because we can be so stuck and hung up in what we had, what was taken from us. And I don't like that phrase because it really is such a negative, and it is. We are broken and heartbroken, sad for our amazing special person that we lost, right? Like, that is truth. But we cannot get stuck there. We cannot stay in the comparison of all that we had and all that we lost, meaning that it makes this side will never be good enough because it can't be what we had, right? This is new and different, maybe uncomfortable, but it doesn't mean that it's not worthy. It doesn't mean that it can't be amazing. It won't ever be identical to this side, right? It's not identical to the past. It's not exactly what you had before, but this is pretty awesome. And I'm telling you this from someone that I learned the hard way, and I worked my butt off to start creating. And sometimes I was working my butt off to go work straight forwards in darkness. Like, I didn't know where I was going, but I decided to, instead of sitting there and comparing and wishing for the old past, I was gonna go forwards. I was gonna work for something, even though I didn't know exactly what I was working for. I knew I was working to be healthy. Like, that's kind of it. Like, that was my general, I'm gonna be healthy, I'm gonna take care of my kids, and we're gonna have good memories, you know? But I didn't know exactly what that looked like. So please do not give up hope, y'all. Comparison can slow you down. I wanna give some examples really quick about how it slows you down and can stop the healing process. And these are comparison thoughts that are actual real, they're my thoughts. So please don't be too hard on me. These are things that I had to work through. And number one, I want to talk about single parenting. This thought, like, it was so heavy on me in the beginning. I mean, just thoughts like, am I any good at this? I'm a bad mom. Antoine never got angry with the kids. Antoine had all the amazing answers for the kids. Would Antoine raise the kids this way? Are you even worthy of being a mom all on your own? Are you even capable of being a mom all by yourself? Like, just comparison thoughts, which is wild because I was a mom, you know, for years before Antoine passed. But grief does crazy things to our brains, guys. Number two, comparison for me, and these could be completely different for you. Number two for me was work. I'd been a stay-at-home mom, a single mom. I'd worked a little bit, but, you know, it's like a side job. It was like, my goal was to be at home. I knew I was really good at being a wife and a mom, and I really enjoyed that a lot. So these comparison thoughts, you know, were like, can you make it alone? Can you provide for 4 kids by yourself? You're not that awesome. You're not worthy. You're not worth a great job because you've always been a mom. Like, can you even learn these things? Do you even know how to do this? Like, are you capable? Let me put it this way, y'all. If you put yourself down, Satan is waiting right there, right behind you, watching you, ready to put you down. If you start that ball rolling, he will dig at you. So what I'm saying is that your words matter. Be positive. How you speak to yourself matters, guys. All right, number 3 of comparison thoughts that I had, kids, work. Number 3 is love and a future man possibly in my life, right? I'm pretty young. Comparing myself. Now, I'm talking about thoughts that I had towards myself, not comparing my Antoine, my past husband, to some man in the future, but comparing myself now as a woman and seeing myself married. I always thought of myself highly. I thought I was a good wife. I thought I did a good job. But now, you know, I had these thoughts, these negative thoughts, as if I was broken because I was a widow. Like, I wasn't as worthy, you know, and that there was something wrong with me, or you know, I let it go negative. So I can't speak on dating since I haven't done any of that yet. So that's not exactly what I wanted to talk about when I say future and love and a new man or anything like that. But if you are interested in dating, I have a great resource. My friend Sarah from the Feminity Project has a dating group, so please reach out if you would like resources, or go check out Sarah from the Feminity Project. I am not in that space yet. I haven't had any experience with dating. Maybe I'll film a video for y'all when I get to that space. So when I'm talking about comparison with love, I'm talking about comparison for myself and how I would show love to a future man in my life, and just putting so much pressure on my shoulders of being that I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough. And these are all straight lies from Satan, by the way. Those are negative thoughts. These were comparisons that I let build up. Parenting, work, you know, being a good wife someday again. Like, you know, was I a good enough wife if Antoine passed away? Like, just negative stuff that Satan was gonna feed to my brain, and I was letting it live there. Now, these negative thoughts and comparisons don't live in my head anymore. I mean, every once in a while, like I'll definitely stress out about being a single mom, right? Like if you're a parent, you get that. I don't know if I'm doing it right. If you know you're doing it right, please comment below. Give me all your tips and tricks because I need them all. Speaking of parenting. Okay, sorry for that quick break with my beautiful little 4-year-old. Comparison is the thief of joy. You've heard me say this a lot in all my videos. If you've watched me, you know that I'm going to say be thankful for what you have. Be in gratitude and thankful right where your feet stand. Look around you and be like, I'm thankful I have a roof over my head. I'm thankful I have 4 healthy, beautiful babies. I'm thankful for delicious food and tacos that I love so much. I'm thankful for sunshine. I'm thankful for friendship. Be in gratitude and thankful right where you are today. And I can never, ever shout this loud enough from the rooftops enough, no matter what situation you are in your life. You don't have to be in grief. We all need to be thankful and just not be comparing constantly with what's out there and what we don't have. It takes up space in your brain. It takes up space in your day. It takes up space in your heart when you're in the negative of what I don't have. So that's my main point, is don't be stuck on the what you don't have, because then what you don't have is holding you back. If you're sitting here looking at the old life, what I don't have, what was robbed from me, what was taken from me, why I'm bitter, that can hold you back for a very long time. Instead, you can switch over here and it's not going to be the same. It's going to be new. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be unfamiliar, but it can be something beautiful and incredible. And I'm sharing that from my experience. If you let it, if you give it time, if you switch from the comparison of staying over here, which you already know that this old story doesn't have a happy ending. And the ending for that story is never going to change. The new life over here, you have control. I did a video and talked about this, picking up the pen and writing your story for this new chapter. So don't waste time comparing what you don't have and how much better the old was, right? It's gone. So now it's time to bravely step out and go forwards and start creating. I got another quote for you guys that I thought I would end the video with because I really liked it, because it was very empowering for me when I read this, and I like to share quotes, you know that. And heartbreak will not be the ending of my story. Heartbreak will not be the ending of my story, y'all. I will not stay there. My new life may look nothing like, this new life may look nothing like my old life, y'all, because I have changed and I've grown so much, and I'm so proud of where I stand. I'm not done creating this new life, so I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna look or turn out, but I'm excited, I am thankful, and I'm taking every opportunity and chance, and I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna go forwards. I'm blessed with incredible support right now who have just lifted me up, and I could not do this without you guys, and I wanna share it because I've been blessed and I wanna bless others. So I promise y'all, my story will not end with heartbreak. I hope yours does not. And I hope that you take the opportunities that are in front of you. Don't get wasted in time comparing. Take what's in front of you. Be grateful what's in front of you. And let's go forwards together this week. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you have a wonderful week. I'll see you next time.